what up, fam? It's Christy here. I am working this morning, just editing. I just want to come by and say hey to you guys and see how you all are doing, and kind of prepare myself for this afternoon. I have a IEP meeting with Fatima's school today. Yeah. And the meeting is from 1:35 to 2:05 today. So it's just for modifications to her current IEP and some issues that I had, with her and what's going on so far. I mean, she's only been in school for a couple of days, but I mean, I feel like it's better to go ahead and get everything taken care of before, things start to go downhill. Yes, most of the teachers, the new teachers who see her this year are gonna say, oh, well, let's just see what happens and then no, I ain't in the business of seeing what happened. I want to take care of it and take care of it now before anything happens. And one thing that I can say is that she has her special ed teacher from last year is all on board with me. She feels like what I'm doing right now is the right thing to do, is to go ahead and get everything taken care of before anything decides to go to the left. Yes, she is still being Fatima, but you got to understand she's feeling these people out, trying to see what she can do, see what she can get away with. You know how kids do. But I don't have time for that. So we're going to figure that out now. Also, I had a little issue this year. Last year, the schools let Micah ride the bus with Fatima every day for the whole school year. There wasn't an issue. But this year, they're not letting her ride the school bus with Fatima because, and I get it, but they're not letting her ride the school bus this year because there are apparently 6 other siblings that want to ride the bus with their brother or sister. And if they cannot accommodate all of them, they won't accommodate any of them. So I get it. It's just a lot of stress when you have twins and they have issues with being apart, and it's kind of a problem for me because sometimes in the morning Fatima's bus and Micah's bus comes at the same time, so I cannot be in 2 places at one time, whereas far as Fatima's bus picks her up right in front of the house, Micah's bus picks her up on the next street over. So just like yesterday, while Fatima's bus was picking her up from the house, I looked out at the road and I saw Micah's bus riding by. So yeah, there's issues. And I get it. I understand. If you can't accommodate one, you can't accommodate. If you can't accommodate all of them, you can't accommodate any of them. And I get it. Just a little problematic here. So, and then of course this morning when I took them to the bus stop, Micah was a little bummed out because she's used to getting on the bus with Fee. And she couldn't. But on the lighter side would help me out a lot today to be able to get Micah to the bus stop on time. Fatima's bus driver actually came and got her a few minutes early, which helped me to get Micah to the bus stop on time. And excuse me, I was introduced to an awesome app on my phone, and that helps me out a whole lot. And it's, let me see, what is it? It's called Edulog, and yeah, Edulog is awesome. Edulog helps me. Ooh, well, my issue's coming out. Edulog helps me to track my kid's bus. I'm trying to show you something. But Lord, I see an eyelash. I just don't want that jank to fall on my. I got it. It's a new app that allows you to track your child's bus, which helps a whole lot. It helps a whole lot because, like, I can see what time I need to come out to the bus stop. I can see, you know, where the bus is, if I'm ready to, you know, if, say Fatima's bus is right here, I can see that Micah's bus is coming down the street, so I'll know that I need to dart out, or I know that if, you know, what have you, if it's going to be an extra minute. And not only do I use this, app for her going to school, I use it for when she comes home as well, because usually the SPED buses or the special education buses will usually load up their children and leave before the other buses. So usually Micah's bus comes a little later than Fatima's. Fatima usually get here right at probably 3:15, 3:20, because her school isn't that far. But Micah, on the other hand, hasn't been getting here till about 3:45. So I can track her where she is, you know, through the app. Y'all, excuse me. I can track her where she is through the app and be able to see when I need to go to the bus stop. Because, of course, you know, I'm be walking with Fee. So that is an excellent app for me to have. I really appreciate my neighbor shared this with me the other day. I said, I don't know, you know, sometimes I'm going to be late. He was like, you know what? I have an app. This is how I know when to bring my daughter outside. This is how I know when to come outside to get her. So thank you to my neighbor for that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish editing this video. Then I'm going to get up and I'm going to clean. Not really clean. Listen. I'm going to straighten up my living room. Probably mop the floor a little bit. Because, yeah, I have twins. And thank you to my husband who spilled coffee at my front door this morning and didn't tell me. I'm not mad though. I think he was rushing. But thank you for the cleanup, sir. Appreciate it. No, I'm joking. But anyway, hope you guys are having a great morning. I am thus far. And I'm going to try to get a little bit of work done before I have to go to this meeting. And I'm going to try to cook some dinner. I might even film it for y'all. We'll see. All right. Talk to you guys soon.
I might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I I see you can't decide what to feel, but if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really wanna get to.
Hey y'all, I am en route to Fatima's IEP meeting. My camera died, so I couldn't bring it. But I thought I'd take y'all in the car with me just to say, hey, I've been working all day, editing and videoing. I'm trying to become more consistent with my channel. I am trying, y'all. Your girl is trying. For anybody who thinks that YouTube is something simple and anybody can do it, yes. Anybody can do it. Simple, not so much. I hate this stuff. What I was digging for was my comment stick. This is the y'all see that? The bird's bees. I hate this stuff. It's so thick. At least with the comments, you get your little shine. That crap don't shine nowhere. But yeah, on my way. I do have some information, well, questions and concerns written down that I did want to discuss to make sure that all of Fatima's needs are met. And the good thing about it, especially about this school, is that they listen to me. They take my input as well. And with an IEP, if you have an IEP, don't be afraid to speak up, because we all know that nobody is going to advocate. Y'all, sorry, I'm falling. Nobody's going to advocate for your child like you. So if you have any concerns, any questions, be sure to ask. And if you don't feel like, my thing is going, if you don't feel like your needs are being met, call an IEP meeting. You have just as much power to call a meeting as a teacher does. And don't let anybody make you feel like you don't. You have my camera is falling, my phone is falling. You have every right to call a meeting on your child's behalf about any concerns or questions that you may have. So don't feel like you don't have the power. That's your child. Your baby. But what is this truck? Did you ever get over here? What are you doing? Like, come on here. I'm trying to keep y'all from hitting the ground. But that looks like it's the inevitable. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys when I get out of this meeting. I'm about to pull up in just a second. All right, talk to you soon. Hey y'all, I'm leaving the school now. The IEP meeting went well. I'm just blessed that I have a support team with my child that will listen to me and my concerns. That in itself is a blessing. So I am headed back home now because the girls get home. I want to say Fatima gets home at about 3:15, 3:20, but Micah doesn't get home until about maybe about 3:45, which y'all follow me again, which is cool. The only thing is I had a frog in my throat. The good thing about it is that I have this app on my phone so that I can track when she's on her way, because me and Fatima been standing at the bus stop waiting on Micah, in the hot sun, and it's still hot here in Virginia. I don't know who you guys are, but it's still hot here. So at least I can track her bus's whereabouts, and then I don't have to go and stand at the bus stop in the hot sun waiting on her. I can walk out there when it's time for the bus to come. Even though it is a street over, it's still, you know. Okay, I'm gonna run into Food Line. Am I gonna make this line? Probably not. Maybe, you know. But I'm gonna run into Food Line real quick and pick up one or two little things that need some diced tomatoes. I'm gonna pick those up, and then I'm gonna go home and make a quick dinner. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna make. It's gonna be a really quick dinner, so nothing spectacular. Nothing spectacular. But it's sunny here today. I want to say, well, my car says it's 83 degrees outside. It's still super humid here. Really, really humid here. And it's very cloudy. I wouldn't call it overcast because you can still see blue, but it is really cloudy here. And I do think that we're supposed to get some rain here soon. Not that we need any. We don't need none. But what we need and what we get is two different things. What we need and what we get. Yeah, so. Wow, I didn't even know that. There was a cycle center. They used to sell bikes and bike parts and all of that here. Yeah, it was right here, and they went out of business. Good thing before they went out of business is when the twins' training wheels went bad on their bikes. So Mike was able to go into the cycle center and get cheap training wheels for them, and yeah, so that was a good thing that he was able to get cheap training wheels for them before they closed. But now they have changed it to be Halloween City. So, and it's kind of sad because Morgan loves Halloween stuff. So I really wish she was here so she could go in and see what they have to offer. I might go in there and just look around. Just not today though, because I don't have the time. But I'm gonna go in here and get some diced tomatoes and probably some chicken broth. And next time you see me out, it'll be home. Talk to you later. Okay, guys, we're gonna start here with a clean pan with high or soda high sides. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of vegetable oil or any kind of oil you have on hand into the pan, and we want to get that heated completely through. So once your oil is hot, not so much popping but hot, y'all know I go in with my trusty onion and pepper blend. Y'all know what I do. So I'm going to put maybe about a cup of this into my pan, and I'm going to go ahead and move that around and get that nice and heated through. We want to get our vegetables tender. So once we let them sit for just a couple of seconds, not long, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add in about a teaspoon of garlic. And we're gonna go ahead and move that garlic around the pan. You know, it's very easy to burn, and you know burnt garlic is not good garlic. It's super bitter. So we're just gonna move that around, and once it becomes fragrant, which takes about maybe 15 seconds, then you can go ahead with your next step. You don't want to let it sit longer than about 15 to 20 seconds without moving it, because it will burn, and especially minced garlic burns very quickly. Now you guys know that I cook my meat in large batches. This is hamburger ground meat that I cooked yesterday in my crock pot. I did cook it in a large batch in my crock pot, and what I am doing now is heating it back through. I do cooking in large batches, and then I bag it up and put it either in the refrigerator or in the freezer for further use, for later use. Right there you see me with a packet of taco seasoning, and I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle half of that packet of taco seasoning onto my ground meat. And we'll save the other half for later. So I'm going to go ahead with my rubber spatula and break up my meat. And basically what I'm doing is heating this meat back through. It's already completely done. The oil that it rendered was poured off. So you're not going to get a whole bunch of oil in the bottom of your pan when you're heating this through. So you're just going to go ahead and break it up, because it's cold, of course. And yeah, we're going to heat it through, and then we're going to stir those onions and peppers and that garlic that's at the bottom of the pan in with your meat. Now once your meat is heated all the way through, and of course your onions and peppers are stirred through, it looks like that. Now we're going to go in with some chicken broth, and we're going to use about 2 cups of the chicken broth, and we're going to mix that in well after we add in our cup of water. So you have 2 cups of chicken broth, 1 cup of water. I have 1 cup of tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and I have a 16-ounce box of macaroni noodles. And we're going to go ahead and add all of that into our pan at one time. This is a 1-pot dish. If you don't have much time when you come home from work, this is the perfect dish to make for your family. It's quick, it's easy, and like I said, if you cook your meat ahead of time, this right here takes no time to get done. I mean, it's quick, simple, and it's super flavorful. So I went ahead and added those noodles in. I'm going to go ahead and mix the noodles and the tomatoes throughout the dish. And basically after you do that, it's like that. Y'all remember that old commercial that says set it and forget it? That's basically all you're doing. Go ahead and push that down up in there, and basically you're just done. You're going to wait for those noodles to cook. You're going to put the top on it, and don't be like me and make a mess. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the top on this dish, and I'm just going to let it cook. There we go. Forever to put the top on, Chrissy, dang. So yeah, just put the top on, and we're just going to let it do its thing. So once you get back to it, you're going to stir it all up. At this point in time, once your water has been absorbed throughout your dish, it's done. These noodles are done. Everything is done. You're just going to go ahead and give it a good stir and mix everything up to make sure that your noodles are throughout and that your tomatoes are throughout your dish. And you're pretty much done. But don't be like me and use a small pot and know good and well that it's not going to fit. So once you turn your stove off, at this point, you can go ahead and sprinkle in the rest of the taco seasoning for added flavor. Some people, if you like extra, seasoning or taco seasoning, you can go ahead and add another half a package. But to me, one package of taco seasoning did well. As y'all can see, the girl's having a hard time struggling because my pot is too small. It's just too small. And then I still have one more ingredient to add to this, which is not gonna work. It's just not. Noodles are going overboard. Meat is going overboard. This pot is too little. Don't be like me. Use something too big rather than not big enough. So in the next clip, you're gonna see that I went ahead and switched pots because this wasn't working for me. So yeah, here we go. We have a bigger pot here, and we can mix this thing up like we need to. Even with that smaller pot, my meat was sticking to the bottom of the pan because there wasn't enough room for it to move around. Now here, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Fiesta blend cheese, and I'm going to, can y'all see that? There we go. My Fiesta blend cheese. So I'm going to add in about 2 cups, roughly, of this cheese. And we're going to give it a good mix. And make sure you're mixing from the bottom of the pot up, because you want your cheese to be throughout, not just in your top layer. You want to mix from the bottom up. Just like that. Y'all see all that good ooey gooey cheese? Let me show y'all a little closer. Don't cheese make everything better, y'all. Let me get in the pot for you. Let me get in there. There you go. And like I said, you can add more ingredients. You can take away more ingredients. You can just make this your own really simple dish, really something that you can just come home and do. And like I said, I suggest if you buy large quantities of ground meat, whether it be ground turkey, beef, or chicken, you can go ahead and cook that ahead of time and pre-bag it for your future meals. And it can be frozen. So there you go. Now let's go ahead and plate this out. There we go. The finished meal. I hope you guys enjoyed this simple and easy last minute meal. If you have any suggestions or any meals that you like to see me make, please leave it in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for joining me today, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.